Hello, boys and girls. In looking at the videos that I made, I realized that the Guide to Common Native Trees and Shrubs of Alberta was pretty much unseeable on that video. So I'm in a darker room and I'll be able to show you how this works. So this is a digital copy of an old spiral-bound book that the government of Alberta gives out, which is a pretty cool little thing to identify native trees to Alberta. There are 12 major vegetation types. This introduction is nice to read if you'd like. This shows you what the entire province breaks down as, from mountain forest to black spruce muskeg to aspen to all of those different trees that you should expect to see inside the region that you are in. Defining a bunch of words that will be useful to you. But really, when you are identifying trees, you need to start at this page right here, page 8 and 9. How to use the key. This key will help you to identify the most commonly occurring woody shrubs and young sapling-sized trees in Alberta on the basis of their summer characteristics, which is now. So it's good to go. So step 1, start at the top of the chart, choose the type of leaf, then follow everything down. Since trees and woody shrubs have a broadleaf or needle leaf, that's the first one. Go to page 4, the illustrated glossary of terms, if you don't understand the words that they use. Once you've worked your way through the chart, check it out on pages in the back. Yeah, here we go. So I'll move this around and I will use a pretend tree. But this time you'll actually be able to see what I'm pointing at. Yeah. Ooh. Nope, that's not better. That is. Is that the focus button? That is the focus button. So we have type of leaf at the top. So if you're looking at a evergreen tree, that is a needle leaf. If you're looking at a deciduous tree, a tree that loses its leaves in the winter, it is a broadleaf tree. So that's the first step, probably pretty easy. Let's pretend you're looking at a needle leaf tree. My goodness, the words are right there. Apparently, words are hard this morning. So sheathed means that it has a little wrapper at the bottom that is holding leaves together. If you're in the mountains, there are lots of trees that look like that. One of the trees that my son found had sheathed at the bottom. I just didn't record that one. I wish I did, though, because it was an interesting little tree. Most of the needle leaf trees that you see will be unsheathed. They'll either be, if they are unsheathed, they might be attached in clusters. So the stem is largely a stick with little fronds and little bunches spilling off, or needles attached singly. So this is the most common one that you will find. And if you do find that one, the needles are either four-angled in a cross-section. So if you cut it in half, it looks a little bit like a square, or they're quite flat in a cross-section. So at that point, you may need to snap a needle in half. Don't throw that needle away, because once you get to page 21, which both of these are on, we'll skip through to page 21. Is this page 21? Nope. Hey, is this page 21? It is, but you guys are sideways, so I'll slide this around. Refocus. So we're on page 21. We'll pretend that it's the flat one in cross section. But yeah, on this page, it's all of the unsheathed needle leaf trees. So if you did see the ones that were in clusters, it's either a larch or a tamarack tree on page 24, and you can further identify there because they have color pictures and everything. But let's say that it was flat in cross section. Then you'll read approximately 1-inch long needles, blunt, tapered, white bands underneath. If that sounds like the tree that you're looking at, great. Go to page 7, and say, that is absolutely what this looks like. That is an excellent, oh, and that's what the trunk looks like. Yes, of course. And this might be what a big tall tree looks like. And I'd say, wow, you are probably outside of the city of Calgary if you saw a tree like that. And it gives a really good definition of what it looks like. So I hope that helped you understand how to work your way through that little chart. That is the important thing in all of this, is that little chart. So what is the type of leaf? Broadleaf or needle leaf? If it is broadleaf, look if the start at the end, the very tip of the branch, are the leaves alternating, going one at a time on either side, or are they opposite? Do they always sprout out in twos? If they do sprout out in twos, great. How teethy are the margin, the edges of the leaves? How much does it look like there are teeth hanging off of it, or how smooth is the edges? Ooh, and ooh, now what in the world is that word? Petiole? Very short or absent. I don't know what that word is. Let's go back and find out what. There it is. I know it's sideways for you guys. Maybe I'll move this around. It's not that hard. The petiole. Hey. It's a leaf stem. It attaches to node and base of leaf. So that little stem there is apparently the petiole. So if you happen to have a paired leaf that is smooth around the edge, you need to know what that word is, and that's how you can figure it out. It also does give you pictures, and you can say, oh, okay, that one, it's incredibly short, and that one, there's a long thing that it's pointing to. Okay, so a prominent and a absent or very short petiole. Petiole. In any case, page 17, 18. Let's see what those trees are. Why not? 17. Ooh, it might be a honeysuckle. Or 18. A buffalo cherry or a dogwood tree. Yeah. I wonder what dogwood trees are. I feel like the trees that I see almost never are twinned, are opposite. They're almost always alternating. So yeah, page 44, we can see what that tree looks like. Page 44. Oh, it's the shrubs. It's the shrubs. It's not the tree, of course. That does make a lot more sense. So I hope that you enjoy identifying shrubs and trees. I think it is a cool thing to practice, and it does help you to start noticing the natural world around you. Yeah. If you have any more questions, please ask them in the classroom. Goodbye.